Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble news channel. Many of the people who are building the system are, in a sense, loan barons. I mean, BlackRock played a big part in the whole COVID money situation. At the same 2019 Jackson Hole meeting where Mark Carney talked about the new financial system to come, BlackRock presented their going direct paper, which was the policy that was basically and exactly what was used when COVID hit a few months later. And BlackRock uses debt to, make more money, gain more power, and own more things around the world. People who can handle the most debt on Wall Street and other things tend to be the most powerful and successful, right? That's because it's been a big part of the system for a long time. Bitcoin Bubble stands out because it is clear and easy to understand. There's no limit to who can join, no matter how much they know about crypto or how new they are to it. Guess who is watching us now? Robert Kiyosaki is the author of the best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We'd also like to use this chance to thank everyone who put their trust in us. The best part is that it's free and we read all of them. If you sign up now, you'll get all the new information for free. Stay ahead of the trends instead of just following them. Sign up for Bitcoin Bubble right now and enjoy the new edge. Whitney Webb talks about digital debt, digital finance, and the global system of finance and government that is being built right in front of our eyes in today's movie. In the case of LARRY Fink, it looks like they have a big plan to create new types of assets that will help their current business model keep going for, thousands of years. The idea of natural assets or nature's economy is one of these that I've been writing about for a few years. One of the groups pushing this forward is the Intrinsic Exchange Group, which is made up of the Rockefeller Foundation and the Multilateral Development Banking System. They have a graphic on their website called The Opportunity that shows how many assets are already in the world economy and how many there would be if we unlock natural assets. It's about 6 times as many assets as are currently in the economy. As an asset manager, BlackRock wants to unlock and take control of as many natural assets as possible that aren't currently part of the financial system. This is a clear way for them to keep doing what they're doing and gain more power over not only people in the current financial system, but also over the natural world, basically turning everything alive into a Wall Street financial product that can be bought and sold. And Fink has said that the goal is to have all of this on a universal ledger on blockchain so that it can all be tracked and watched. This is interesting if you think about it in terms of risk management, which is something that LARRY Fink has said has been a big part of his career. By making it all watchable and, in a way, automatic, he lets Aladdin, his risk management AI thing, take charge of it in ways that have never been seen before, which I think is good for them. Also, as we move to a new system for financial governance, there is a push to change all of the infrastructure to a green model or decarbonization. This is connected to the global carbon market, but it doesn't have to be. But it's clear that the goal is to build a lot of new infrastructure around the world, and BlackRock is setting itself up to be one of the most important companies in that field. One of the biggest infrastructure builders in the world, I think their name is GIP, was bought by them. One of their top leaders may have talked about how they're putting a lot of money into infrastructure in the coming years at Davos a few months ago. And it's actually going to be one of the best times to invest in the next few decades. I believe they have a lot of goals. I think they'll get away with it if people don't know about this, but we'll see. After an attempt on the life of former U.S. President Donald Trump while he was speaking at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, the price of the biggest Donald Trump meme, MAGA, to UMP, went up more than 30%. According to data from Dex Greener, the Ethereum-based MAGA memecoin's price went from $6.31 to $10.36 very quickly after the attempt on Trump's life. Its market value also went from $293 million to $469 million in less than 45 minutes. The news also caused the prices of a number of other cryptocurrencies with Trump themes to rise. The value of the Solana-based cryptocurrency Trump to RMP went up more than 63% in the hour after the news came out. During the same time period, the value of another cryptocurrency called MAGA briefly went up by 21%. As Trump spoke at a gathering in Butler, Pennsylvania, on July 13th, several shots were fired from an unknown direction. As the shots went off, Trump grabbed his ear and fell to the ground as U.S. Secret Service agents rushed to protect him. Trump asked his security team to hold on while he raised his fist and yelled at the crowd as he was led off the stage. The Associated Press was told by a Trump campaign spokesperson that the former president was fine after the incident and was getting medical care at a nearby hospital. A spokeswoman for President Trump, Stephen Chung, said in a statement that the president thanks police and first responders for acting quickly during this horrible event. He is fine and is being checked out at a nearby hospital. More information will come next. At the same time, Biden's projected chances of being re-elected as president dropped from 30% to 15%. The odds are now 70% for Trump, 15% for Biden, and 9% for Vice President Kamala Harris. This makes Trump the clear favorite in the prediction market. Trump used to be skeptical of cryptocurrencies and has said more than once that Bitcoin was a scam. But in the past few months, he has changed his mind about Bitcoin and other digital currencies. That being said, I believe the digital ID is an important part of because the digital ID isn't just for the banking system, right? It can also be used for surveillance, keeping an eye on everyone at the transactional level and being able to change how people are managed based on what they do. It's like your trip history, health history, work history, school records, and ability to use phones, social media, and the internet. In this new era of AI, they can combine all that data, look at it, and based on how they build that AI algorithm, use it to control people in ways that have never been seen before. I believe that the digital ID, the CBDC, and its private sector parity project have always been meant to work together as a single system. The UN, the BIIs, and other groups that have been working on this for years have put together papers that pretty much say one is necessary for the other, using words like inclusionary. I guess the whole point of digital ID marketing is that everyone needs a legal ID because without one they can't get to services they need, right? The idea is that everyone should be able to use the system. This is directly related to the idea of financial inclusion and giving people who don't have bank accounts access to them. But because of how they're set up, these structures naturally work in a way that leaves some people out. They've pretty much said that this is the only way to show your legal identity. That is, if you don't take part in that system, you don't exist in the eyes of the government or the business sector. You can't be a part of the economic system or anything else for that matter if you don't participate in that system. You either have to join the monitoring state or you won't be able to do anything. It's being sold as a way to include everyone, but it's actually a way to leave people out. On July 12th, the old social network was on fire with many on chain. Several news sources and independent experts have said that the German government's Bitcoin wallets now have no money in them. Some people in this group think that the price of Bitcoin BTC will go through the roof now that the market doesn't have to deal with as much selling pressure. The price of Bitcoin is still stuck in a narrow range, with $60,000 acting as barrier and $54,000 acting as support. Let us look at some of the basic reasons why Bitcoin's price has changed recently. The fact that Bitcoin fell from $60,000 proved the M-top or double top, and now there is a pattern of bear flag continuation. Watch how the decline speeds up as the number of sales goes up, and how weak buy volume stops attempts to break out to the upside. Traders would like to see this pattern break with a strong push above $60,000, which is where the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level is located, and then a few daily candle closes above $60,000 to set up support at or above this level. The story in crypto media is likely to be about how market players think the price of Bitcoin can change direction now that the German government has stopped selling BTC. There is a chance that some of the $140,000 Bitcoin will be returned to MiGox clients who sold off their recent redemptions,